Hey guys, it's Jonathan with The Positive Pin and Project Positivity. And I'm here with Manny, somebody that I've been actually wanting to get on Project Positivity, but he's been busy and I've been busy. But now no more excuses. Manny Diotte is somebody that I've heard a lot about, and then I had the pleasure of meeting him because he does so much for the community. And he has an incredible story. I was watching some of your videos the other day about, you told a story about forgiveness and your dad, and I was so moved. So, I mean, in honor to recognize your amazing positive attitude, I want to honor you with the positive pin.
Awesome.
Please take that.
Thank you.
I thank you very much for everything you do. Now, one of the things I love to do is I ask the people that I interview, what is your daily routine like? When you wake up in the morning, what do you do?
Well, I start in gratitude and prayer. So I just, I used to joke around. I said, listen, every day I get to the end of my bed, I raise my hands. If they don't hit a casket, it's a good day, right? So I kind of start my day in gratitude, start my day in prayer, and then I just start busy. I get busy. I have what I call bookends, kind of the way I started in the day, because the middle gets kind of busy, pretty much the same. And typically it revolves around massive action, doing things that I need to do to take steps to live my dreams.
And you, I understand you wrote a book, right? A book about, was it about your life? Or what's it called?
So I wrote a bestseller called Happiness is a Pair of Shorts, and it was really about my journey of coping with cancer and dealing with adversity. I spent about 3.5 years in the hospital, and 48 surgeries later, I've learned a few things, so I wanted to share some of my knowledge, so if someone was suffering, they might be able to take some of the things I've learned and make their day better.
Yeah, that's 48 surgeries?
Yes.
Wow.
Too many.
Without question. Were there times when you were going through that you wanted to give up, or were you always like a fighter and say, I'm going to beat this, I'm going to get through? How did that affect you?
I've always actually been a fighter, and I learned a long time ago. I wish I was so brilliant that I came up with this, but I learned how you do anything is how you do everything. So anytime something gets struggles or that gets hard or difficult, if you quit, then you start a pattern of quitting. And I didn't want to start this pattern, so I just incorporated, I'm going to have a great attitude, and I'm going to see whatever I start to the end, no matter what, WIT, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And so I've incorporated that since I was little. So now as an adult, naturally, when I get involved in things, it's just, I see it to the end. So it was kind of because the right people were around me. First of all, Jonathan, you're a product of the 5 people you hang out the most. So what do they have you thinking, seeing, doing, acting? So you want to make sure you protect that. And if they influence your mind, and they've influenced me in a great way, because they taught me not to give up early.
Yeah, that's a great thing, I think, to develop those habits of persevering and not giving up.
Yes.
That's a great quality. Obviously, you've done that. And one thing some of you people may not know, Manny does this thing called the Ferrari Kid. It's the FerrariKid.org, right? Which is really cool. Tell us about that. What does that do, and how did you come up with that idea?
Yeah, so they were going to amputate my leg when I was 18 years old, and so they flew me to Los Angeles to see a specialist, Michael Jackson's actual plastic surgeon. And there was a Ferrari parked outside, and I asked the guy if I can take a picture. I've never seen a Ferrari in my life. And he goes, man, I wish I had time to take you out for a spin. I'm like, oh, that would have been amazing. But I never forgot how that made me feel.
Yeah.
And here 25 years later, now that I'm slowing down my speaking and coaching and training and doing things in my own backyard, I said, what can I do to make kids coping with cancer, going through what I went through, feel amazing? So I started the Ferrari Kid, and in short, we make kids coping with cancer or other illnesses a celebrity for the day. And so it's just taking them away from the pain of being sick and just making them superstars like they are, and reminding them that they were born to win.
Have you noticed that works when you take them out to a Ferrari and they're like, wow, they kind of forget what their ailments are?
Yeah, it's true. It's exactly what happens. And but the funny thing is the Ferrari actually ends up being the least thing that we do. It's the thing everyone thinks about because it's a Ferrari. But we get to spend one-on-one time with each kid. We get to kind of fill their hope tank, minister to their heart, remind them that they're special, that they have a gift, there's a purpose for them. We get to treat them to lunch or dinner or some VIP experience. We just kind of get, the Ferrari gets everyone's attention.
Yeah.
But the magic really begins after we spend time with each kid.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think you said Zig Ziglar in one of your videos that I watched had written an intro or something for your book, and that saying, I love that saying that he says. How does it go about helping other people?
Yeah, so Zig did the foreword to my book. I was really blessed to have him do that. It gave me a really break early, but it says you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And
I love that.
So I dedicated my life to service, just like you, and what you're doing. We're just helping other people.
That's incredible. So if somebody wants to reach out to you and have you maybe come speak to their office, are you still doing that? Are you still open to giving speeches?
I do. I still do about 55 engagements a year.
Wow.
I used to do 125, so I slowed down a little bit because this charity stuff really is taking off.
Yeah.
But they can just reach me either on manny@theferrarikid.org, or they can use my private cell number, 210-887-7285, and feel free to reach me any way they like.
That's great. So before we wrap it up, let's say someone's watching this video and they're having a tough time, they're going through some challenges right now. What words of advice would you give them on this parting note?
So you know what, Jonathan, I believe in three things. God heals, dreams come true, and that people were born for greatness. And I think if they take this attitude of not giving up, reaching out for help, I think a lot of people have struggles in asking for help. You know, sometimes you're just a phone call away, you're an email away, you're one conversation away from something amazing happening. So don't be afraid to reach out, ask for help, and just know that it's possible. Because at the end of the day, every day someone's living their dream. Why not you? Why not them?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would just say don't give up. It's really important to keep a great attitude.
That's awesome. Powerful way to end. Man, I'm so glad that I finally got you to do this, man. And if there's anything I can do for you, obviously, you know I'm here to help you guys. And guys, if you want to reach out to Manny, you've got his contact info there in the video. And if you're interested in getting a positive pin to wear or share, you know where to go to. The website is www.positivepin.com. And if you want to see other inspiring and motivational speakers like Manny and some of the people that I've interviewed, they're not even speakers, they're just average people that I met that had a positive impact on me, go to our blog. It's www.thinkpositiveblog.com, and we will see you in our next installment.